got a little exercise coming back. It is going to, if that first heat is any indication, it's going to be very exciting today.
Well, and there you just heard in the background, folks, that is the 5-minute gun for
2017 Opera League Cup at Seafair, Heat 1B.
And Brad Luce for the play-by-play.
For Seafair by Graham Trucking. It is the U1 defending national champion, the Miss Home Street.
16, oh boy, Alberto, J.W. Myers.
Tate are defending Albert Lee Appliance Seafair Cup champion. The U16, oh boy, Alberto, driven by J.W. Myers, and the U99.9 Carstar, powered by Miss Rock.
The 9, Les Schwab Tires, Andrew Tate. The 1, Home Street Bank, Miss Madison, Jimmy Shane.
And the safety of those of you around, everybody must be out of the water.
99.9 Carstar, Miss Rock, Greg Hop.
Heat 1B is presented for Seafair by Graham Trucking. Brad Luce, we've got him on the water once again. Bang, bang, bang.
You got all 4. I was a little worried about the 99.9. The Carstar Miss Rock, but Greg Hop is away from the dock. 1, 2, 3, 4. First boat up the backstretch. You called him out. The U1 Miss Home Street is predominantly blue. We call it Home Street Blue. It is the boat driven by Jimmy Shane and our defending national high point champion. The second boat up the backstretch, predominantly white, got some bright orange and yellow trim on it. That is the U9, the Les Schwab tire. That is driven by young Andrew Tate. Following him into the upper corner, the floating bridge turn, is the red, green, and white U16, the old boy Alberto, driven by J.W. Myers, and then the predominantly black boat, the U99.9, driven by Greg Hop. Mark Allen, 3 minutes. 3 minutes to the start of our Heat 1B, and if it's half as good as 1A, we're in for another good show.
Yeah, this is going to be a barn burner, and we haven't seen anybody start cutting the corners or jockeying for position, but that's maybe a little early. 2 minutes and 45 seconds before the start. You've got the Home Street Bank and the Les Schwab side by side going through the south turn, followed by J.W. Myers in the Oh Boy Alberto, and then down the front straightaway right at the start-finish line is Greg Hop in the U99.9 Carstar powered by Miss Rock.
Up the backstretch there, it's interesting. Andrew Tate staying just behind and to the right of Jimmy Shane. And trust me, Jimmy Shane knows he's there. He's got Nick Bonancini on the radio talking to him, saying he's right there. And it'll be interesting now to see if Jimmy Shane tries to shake him, because Andrew's sitting there shadowing him right now. Now with boat speed up the backstretch, here comes J-Dub. Looks like J-Dub's going to cut across the course, and he will do that, coming back to front here with 2 minutes. 2 minutes to the start of our Heat 1B.
Now he's going to park himself. It doesn't look like he's not in lane number 1. At least at this point, he could move over because the other boats are well behind him. But I think he's going to start maybe not in lane 1, but out a little farther. And he's going to cut the course again, go to the backstretch. What I'm looking at is Jimmy Shane coming down the front straightaway with Andrew Tate right behind him to see if Andrew Tate is going to make that cut into the infield and through to the backstretch, because Jimmy Shane is now just about committed, and they both are just about committed now to go all the way through the south turn.
And they're down here with 120, so if they're going to go all the way around from there, they're going to push that 80-mile-an-hour rule just a little bit. Now here comes Greg Hop. He's going to come down here with some boat speed, and here is the countdown to the 1 minute mark, and we are 4, 3, 2, 1 mark. 1 minute.
Andrew Tate went way wide in the south turn to use up some time. He was a little early. Jimmy Shane almost halfway up the backstretch here with 51 seconds to go. I think the person who's really going to be in a great spot is J.W. Myers in the Oh Boy Alberto. He's going to have a head of steam. He's got 41 seconds. We said earlier it's about 12 seconds. Once you round the exit buoy to the south turn, straighten out, it's about 12 seconds run down to the start line. And Jimmy Shane is now at the entrance buoy to the north turn. He is at 26 seconds, so he's a bit early.
But this is that start procedure that maybe we saw Jimmy Shane playing with here when he was out this morning, when he would come off the corner very slowly. Definitely going to be in lane number 1. Lane number 2 is going to go to Andrew Tate. Lane 3 is going to be the Rock, and on the outside is going to be J.W. Myers. We're inside 10 seconds to the start. We're inside 5. We're 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, and here they come 4 wide on the far outside. It's going to be J.W. Myers driving the Alberto. It is a good start, and getting down here first is going to be Jimmy Shane. He's in lane 1, but dead even and right on his outside is Andrew Tate, Mark.
And they are clean through the turn, off the turn, the exit buoy, and it's Jimmy Shane up the backstretch. Andrew Tate is about 4 boat lengths behind. You can't see him really because he's hidden in the rooster tail. You can actually almost see the double rooster tail heading up the backstretch. Jimmy Shane on the inside, and then Andrew Tate. And then it's Greg Hopp, and he is in 3rd place, but you got J.W. Myers on the outside of him. They're coming to you, Brad, off the north turn.
Up at the top end of the race course, great racing right here. Jimmy Shane's in 1, and right on his hip is Andrew Tate. Tate was really quick off of the south turn. The top end speed belonged to Shane. See if the acceleration is there for Tate. Here's our top 2 qualifiers. Running 1-2, 1 in the books, 2 to go. Shane out front now by about 4 boat lengths as they get to the entrance pit of the corner. Tate doesn't want to let him go, Mark.
No, he doesn't. And Shane's got a lot of air as he came to the entrance pit, the pin to the south turn, and Tate now is lagged back. He's taking a little bit of space here. Jimmy Shane lengthening his lead. He is about 1 rooster tail ahead of Andrew Tate, and Andrew's not really catching up to him. We'll see what happens in the north turn. We've got 2 boats about halfway up the backstretch. Is Greg Hopp in 3rd and J.W. Myers in 4th. But Jimmy Shane is coming off the north turn, heading down the straightaway. A white lap, 2nd lap, and here he comes, Brad Luce.
Almost a rooster tail lead now, as I believe that Andrew Tate has said, all right, the fighting's over in this one. He's going to let Shane go. Shane is across. He'll start his final lap. Got a lot of air under the boat, but he settles it back down. Tate, a rooster tail plus behind. Maybe the biggest part of this Heat 1B is Greg Hopp is holding off J.W. Myers into 16, the old boy Alberto. We'll go back to our leaders. They're coming off the lower corner, Mark. It is still Shane in the Miss Home Street.
South turn. And it's done on the Ted Jones racecourse. Lap number 3. We're on the final lap. Andrew Tate knew I was going to do that. Mark was his dad, raced many years here. 2nd place, and he's letting him go. It's rooster tail and a half, 2 rooster tails. He is behind in 2nd place. Jimmy Shane, big skid fin rooster tail at that north turn, comes off. That big yellow buoy is the exit bend. He straightens it out. Here he comes, and looks like a white flag. I see a white flag on the tower.
There is a white flag for him now. We'll see if we get the checker flag.
And a checkered flag for Andrew Tate. The checkered flag for Andrew Tate. He gets the checkered flag. Jimmy Shane has another lap to go.
And we've got a checkered flag. Is that the checkered flag that's coming out right now for Hopper?
Checkered flag for Greg Hopp.
And now we'll make sure this is important for Jimmy Shane, because now you've got a checkered flag coming out for J-Dub. Something happened, but now Jimmy Shane is going very, very slowly up the backstretch. We've got something to sort out here on the official radio, but one of the things I'm going to assume, Mark Allen, is that whenever the word got levied to the driver,